Welcome to the Medical Device Made Easy podcast. Here is Munir Alazouzi from easymedicaldevice.com, and today we will talk about certification. There is some positive and some negative on the certification. I will try to discuss about that and tell you maybe some experience. And for that, I have with me Mark Rogovoi, so it is a consultant. So Mark, welcome to the Medical Device Made Easy podcast.
Hello all. So my name is Mark Rogovoi. I'm 43 years old. My quality career had been started in 2006, starting from quality engineer position. So later on I was quality manager, then quality director. So I have experience in three countries. No, three countries, four countries.
Okay.
Originally from Russian Federation. Now I'm living in Israel. I've been working in Poland, and, in Kazakhstan, and a very short experience, very small experience in Spain.
So,
So
Mark, as I've said, we want mainly to talk about certification. I saw that you had maybe some, if I can say, some advice, let's say that, to some certification body or notified bodies, mainly on the way that they are doing certifications. So it's why maybe it will be really interesting to have a discussion with you and share with us your experience, and then maybe they will hear what you are saying and they will change their way to do things. So let's hope for that. So. But first, as people are listening, and maybe we have some new people that have no experience with medical devices or with certification in general. So, can we just explain what do you think about certification and maybe what it is? What is the purpose of a certification?
so certification is an absolutely fantastic tool. Strive to improve the quality management system to deliver the right products to the customer. But let's speak about the different perspectives on certification. Let's say about the customers, the final customer. So it's let's say assurance for them that they will be delivered by a good product, good quality product. There are other perspectives, for instance, the manufacturing plant. For instance, the plant is certified. So what's the proposal of this certification for the plant? The proposal is to have the competitive advantage compared to other factories, other companies. So in order to product to be more attractive in the market. Okay, let's take one more perspective. It's from certification bodies. Certification bodies, they're earning money.
Yeah, true.
It's very simple. They're earning money. So if to put everything all together, it could be a nice match. But I see some let's say disadvantages in this. So I would like to share with you about
Yeah, it's
this.
true. So because for people, yeah, certification, we always think mainly that oh, this is coming from authority like a country or like some officials from Ministry of Health or whatever. But no, it's coming from a private company that is kind of authorized to give you the certification. And yeah, at the end, you are paying them. So it's not like, as I said, they are just coming and verifying and they give you a stamp and everything is fine. No, they are you contact them. So it means that you have a choice also. You can choose them and you contact them and then you give them money so that they can come and audit you and then verify that you are really following, for instance. So yes, there is a transaction, if I can say, between things, but yeah, there is also a reputation. So I hope they will also follow the rules so that they can get a good reputation also. So mainly tell us more because you have also this experience with these certification body or notified bodies also. So what experience do you have mainly with this? So you are a consultant, so are you helping manufacturers and then you have also those kind of audits and are you participating to that?
I have a certificate of Lead Auditor, ISO 9001. So I have vast experience with certifying and recertifying plants according to the standard. I have experience with ISO TS 16649. So it's automotive standard. So what else? So yeah, and have some very small experience with the medical. medical components. So generally, standards. Okay, the system is the same, the approach is the same, but there are some different requirements from business to business. From yeah, but in general, it's about the compliance, about the rules, and yeah. So if to speak about certification bodies, I've been worked with Bureau Veritas, with the British Standard Institution, uh, with the Global Group Certification. It's from Scotland. So all of them, they are Lloyd members. So I think it's the, I would say, I don't want to make an advertisement, but I think the Bureau the Lloyd members is the best certification bodies to deal with. In the same time, I've been worked with IQNet members. Uh, Honestly saying, some of them, in my opinion, they've had a good approach. Some of them, not so much. So, for instance, I had experience with the Russian register. It's this experience I've had in Russia. So the approaches was not that perfect. I've had experience with the FAC of North French one. So the experience is very good. Uh, and in my experience,
So here we have also to maybe emphasis to say that mainly it's a human process also. So you have some maybe good auditors, some maybe some bad auditors. So it depends also about a lot of things. So is there when we say, oh, this is good or this is bad, is there like because I never work for this kind of certification body. So does this certification body just hire some auditors and ask them to get, if they are certified for this standard, and ask them to do the audit, or they are giving them also some directives, do this or do that, or in that case you should do this, or in that case you should do that. So is there some kind of direction given by the certification body, or you are just hired by them because you are trained for this standard and then you can do whatever you want on their name?
Unearth the pulse of the medtech world with MedTech Conf, a dynamic platform featuring global events on medical devices, biologicals, IVD, and pharmaceuticals. Stay informed, stay ahead, connect, share, and elevate your knowledge. Become an official sponsor. Make your event shine on the map. MedTech Conf, your key to the medtech universe. Remember, the future is now, and it's at your fingertips with MedTech Conf.
It's very interesting experience I have that the same people, they are contracted by certification body, different one, and you may have two different certification bodies, three or four, but the auditor will be the same.
Okay.
And this very depends on the auditor who is coming to you, and this is interesting thing actually. So is the auditor is the same, the approach is the same, the process is the same, and his or her knowledge is the same, but a certificate is different.
Okay.
This is an interesting thing, actually. So I think the quality of the certification process depends on the auditor, not not on certification bodies, because normally what they are providing is not is some bureaucracy, I would say, but the auditor is making the job itself. So everything depends on the auditor.
So we have this process, if I remember, because I was also a lot of time audited by some certification body or notified body. We have this process where the auditor, yes, is the one in the front line, is going and asking all the questions, getting all the proofs, evidence, etc., etc. But at the end, he cannot give, if I can say, his final answer about the certification, because he says mainly I have to send that back to my central bureau that will be reviewing that and then stamping if it's everything regular, compliant, etc. So is it really only the auditor, or there is a team also behind that can say, no, we don't agree with you, so you have to change this or to change that?
Uh, Honestly saying, I've never seen in my practice uh, the fail of the
Okay.
audit. Uh, it means that everything depends on the auditor, because
Okay.
the auditor is making the report, and he can create it as good as he can to do it. So if to think about the proposal, the audit from the certification body side, is that they are looking for compliance to the standard. Okay, if there is a green field, there's nothing. Okay, they will not give you certificate. But if you have something, it means that you are compliant somehow.
Okay.
Because auditor normally is saying this, he's not looking for non-conformities, but he's looking for conformities.
Okay.
And in my opinion, it's always possible to find the conformity.
Okay.
But the level of conformity of non-conformity is the question. So normally the auditor creating the report, of course, he has to send it to his boss in the certification body, and then normally it has been approved all the time. So I haven't seen any deviation from this
Okay.
process, I would say.
But in terms of the auditor, so because you are also auditor then, so did you recognize any approach that were not compliant or that where there was some deviations that they were not really acting correctly or whatever?
Yes, for instance, I would not. I don't want to say the certification body because it's bad advertisement for them. But I've had one case when the auditor asked me when he audited the control measurement devices. So normally, how it should do? He should go to the production line. He should take 3, 4 devices, then to check what's the what is the
Calibration,
status,
etc., documentation.
with the tool. But the person asked me to bring to him 4 devices according to my opinion.
Okay.
So this is not really the audit.
Because yeah, at the end, if it was me, if he asked me that, I will give him only good things. Good.
Absolutely, it's what I mean. Absolutely. So you see, the approach is not the same as it should be. But normally, what he has done, he finds some conformities. Yes, it is conformity. But the general picture of the plant, no, absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah, I had this experience also with some notified bodies or certification bodies. I mean, more notified bodies because we talk here about medical devices that are have to be audited. Where, for example, they have to audit a technical dossier or verification of some products. They say, "Give me a list of all your products," and then at the end, they have to pick maybe 1 or 2 of them. And at the end, they say, "Choose for me." So pick for me which one you want me to audit, which is
Nice,
good for
nice.
me. I like it. But yes, I mean, there is always the luck of the auditor. Like when they pick something, I don't know why they have some luck to find the non-conformity in the old pack, and they pick it, and if they pick the wrong, the one that they should not pick at all. But yeah, you have also those cases where some auditors are, we call it nice because they are doing that, but are they really doing a good job of by doing that? I don't know. I mean, as I said, we are on the side of the manufacturer sometimes, so we say it's good, thank you for doing that. But yeah, if in reality, normally it's a sampling. So mainly you are taking something and you are verifying one by one, and mainly then you can find an issue or not an issue. But yeah, so I can really get that.
That's nice for us as a plant members, but
Exactly.
it's absolutely not nice for the customer. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly as you said, because mainly if the manufacturer is really hiding something, then he will not show you what is hiding. So he will show you something that is working. So then you are not able to identify something that is not working. So yeah, I agree with you on this. Any other deviation that you have seen or any other approach?
Um, Approach normally is the same. Yes, it's the same. So they are checking the compliance to standard, and this is the story. Um, so the question is how to improve maybe this, because for the moment I see some, I would say, honestly saying, I have certified some plants, but they are not compliant to standard. It's a shame on me. Okay, but it was my job.
Okay.
I know how it works. That's why. So I know how to prepare the plant. But as soon as auditor leave the plant, then it's not working.
So
It's
it's I know that because I was working for some manufacturers as a quality manager or quality engineer, and 3 weeks before the audit, So it's like, oh, we have an audit in 3 weeks, so we have to clean everything. We have to look at all the documents, verify things are working or not, etc. And when we do the audit, oh, it's perfect. We are the best. And when we audit is over, then we restart back with our bad habits, and we say, oh, let's meet again in 1 year. to clean everything. So yeah, this is not a good practice. But I confess, it's also something that is existing in the industry. But to be honest, it's not really a great practice because it's not really showing the reality of the market. And yeah, this is something that has maybe to be. I mean, I want to say to be improved because it's the it's the culture of the company. If the company has really the quality culture, then maybe they will be always audit ready. And it's why also in the medical device field now, I don't know if it exists in other field, but we have this unannounced audit. Like they will come and unannounced and verify what they are doing, what you are doing unannounced, just because in case you are hiding something. But in terms of approach, this is one thing. So is there some approach that you like from them? So something that you say, oh, this is really great what they are doing on that approach?
But I think the approach is the same. Now the question is how to change this approach to improve, to really check what's happened in the plant. To maybe I would like them to bear responsibilities.
Yeah.
The final results, and final results for me, it's not a certificate on the wall. It's nice paper. It's good, but. For instance, I have the experience here in Israel. So I don't want to say about the company's name, but they are making medical devices, and this is a device for blood injection.
Okay.
And they are not compliant.
If
making.
If you were auditing them, if you as an auditor you audit them, they will not be compliant.
The question is if I find what they are doing bad. But what they are doing bad, they are not, for example, they are not making functional test. It's written to make this test. It's every 2 hours, for instance, they have to perform it. They are not doing any. The next question is they have some soldering thing. There's some cut of the powder from the plastic. It's possible this plastic to go inside the final product, and it could be injected in the blood.
Wow.
And they've had this problem in the past, so a couple of years ago, and it was a big issue there. Sorry, but this plant is absolutely out of standard. It's crime, and I would like. I see the improvements for certification bodies to bear their legal, responsibilities. Accountabilities for this.
This company, for example, is audited by a certification body, and the certification body is not finding out those issues, I suppose.
Absolutely.
Okay, which is
but the question, the next question, if they like to find it, they want.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
Find
it's just strange for me. I mean, functional
sure.
testing is something that you are checking. I mean, how are you checking the in process? What are the checks? And prove me that you are checking that, unless they are making some fake documents to prove that they are making some checks. But apart from that, I mean, it's easy to find. It's like a low-hanging fruit to find during an audit. Normally, this kind of issue. But yeah, as you said, this is maybe good for the manufacturer, but it's not good for the customer at the end because, as you said, it can have a lot of issues. And I have my motto, if I can say that I'm claiming to everybody, is like if these products, if would you give these products to a member of your family? So maybe this is the question you ask yourself when you have something. And if you say no, then you say, okay, let's give up and let's stop working with them or whatever. But yeah, I can understand. So how, for example, just maybe in terms of the certification body, I wanted always to ask, in their approach, they are coming to audit and verify the conformity, as you mentioned, for that. Do they have some objectives to find some non-conformities or not at all?
They have objectives to find something,
okay,
but which is not an obstacle to certify or recertify the plant.
Yeah, because it can be minor non-conformity. So at the end, you give them the opportunity to correct that and to work on that. Yeah.
By the way, I have one more example of this. The auditor found the major non-conformity, but he wrote it as a minor non-conformity and said to the plant that it's necessary to improve here and here. So the plant made some small correctives,
Okay.
but it was the minor non-conformity finally in the
Okay.
report.
Okay.
So it's about the approach.
So yeah, it's really. I mean, I hope this, as you mentioned, this we think will change because if you don't have the final customer in mind, yeah, it's really a problem here. Because at the end, as I said, if I give this product to a member of my family, I expect that the stamp that they have, like a certification they have, proves the quality of the products. But apparently, so do you have? Let me say, do you have a magic solution? Maybe because you are in this kind of business, you work on both sides and you work on both things. Is there a magic pill or magic solution or magic thing that you think that, oh, let's propose that to people and say, let's propose that to certification body or to authorities or whatever, so that this is not happening? Because on notified bodies, we have a lot of scrutiny now by the authorities for medical devices because of the new regulation. But certification body, which is also the difference, it's certifying for a standard, it's not certifying for a legislation. So certification body, I don't know if there is this kind of scrutiny made by some authorities or really checking what they are doing.
Um, I think it's about the final goal again. So what I've said in the beginning of our discussion, um, we need to, maybe not we, but it's an advice to have the common goal for all three parties: the customer, the plant, and the certification bodies. Because currently there are three different directions. So again, certification body earning money, customer wants conformance, rely on the manufacturer, and manufacturer wants the paper on the wall to have a competitive advantage. But okay, so wise companies they are not they don't want to have only certification on the wall, but they want to have a compliance in general. But a lot of plants they need to have only this nice paper. Okay, so but what is the value of this paper then?
Yeah.
So the value is sometimes it's almost zero because if the plant is not compliant, it's not works. And the customer. Let's see it from the customer perspectives. The customer looking on this certificate, he is rely on it. He is rely on certification body who's making the audit. So for the final customer, such certificate is has a great value, but in fact it's not working how it should be. So okay, it's a complicated issue. I think it's necessary to reconsider the certification in general. So my idea maybe to have ABC certification grade. For instance, the company who is really compliant to the standard, they need to have a
Ah,
letter,
okay.
and
So grading,
it's
some grading, yeah.
it's perfect. With B, it's some discrepancies, but in general, it's okay. And C, it's not okay. It's less value, let's say, and it's fair and transparent to the customer. So customer would see the C level. Okay, they are certified, but there are some problems in the plant. Okay, so I think it's fair. Since it could be the
I,
solution.
I think everybody that is C will lose a lot of business then, or lose a lot of rating. But it's the carrot, if I can say. It's the carrot that will help you to reach level A, for example, for this kind of thing. But in terms of certification bodies, as you work maybe for some of them, are they audited or checked by some authorities or not at all? Because I think it's the authorities of the country where they are located that provides to them this certification or thing. So or by an accreditation body. So are they audited or are they checked for what they are doing, or no, they just get the accreditation and then it's fine, they can do whatever they want? Hey, just a second. Do you need a EU, Swiss or UK representative? Then choose Easy Medical Device. We can represent you and also become your importer. Contact us at eo@easymedicaldevice.com.
It's difficult for me to say. I'm not aware about this, but I think if they have accreditation, they can do what they want. So the brand name of them it's on the table only. So if they make a bad job, so the image will be damaged. So it's their interest to do the great job.
Exactly, yeah. Do did we? I don't know if you heard. Maybe just to have some feedback. Maybe have you heard of any certification body that was sued because maybe they have not done a good job, or maybe they have a big issue and then it was a big issue on the market, etc. So do you have some examples like that or?
I don't have this kind of example, and I think it should be like this because if let's take this example with the medical plant with some with the major problems. If certification body certified this plant, this certification body should bear their responsibility because if somebody will dead during using of this bad device, this product, I think it's not only, it shouldn't be only plant responsibility. And if the certification body will be responsible, believe me, the audit will be completely different. The approach will be completely different. And they will be insisted on non-conformities of the, we will be engaged,
Yeah.
fully engaged with this.
I think
this may
this
be
is
the
what
key.
I think this is what happened when we had in France the PIP scandal for medical devices, where we had a notified body that was also on in the court because they were the one that certified the PIP products, and at the end they were also there. I will not say the name because many now they are recovering from all this. So now after this scandal, all notified bodies I think took clear understanding of their responsibility, that giving a certification is also engaging them in terms of what's happening on the market. So here for certification bodies, I think it should be also the same. If there is an issue on the market due to the product that they have certified because of their standard or whatever, yes, normally they should be on the in the court also. But here the question is more about, yeah, do we have some examples or things? Because yeah, if there is no examples, so mainly this will also explain that yeah, people are not afraid because there was no case also existing about that. Or maybe there were examples that we are not aware of. But in terms of experience of medical devices, do you have some experience with medical device industry with because you said you had some small. So what was your experience on that?
It's only one plant I've been worked, so it's very, very small experience. But in general, if to speak about the standards, uh, it's more tight, definitely. But the principle, the system is absolutely the same.
Exactly.
So it's only about the requirements, how tough they are. It's in all business. I think it's in all businesses. If to take the automotive, it's the same tooling. For instance, in the ISO 9001, it's like a recommendation, but in automotive, it's strictly written that it should be like this. Or MSA, for instance, kind of FMA. In ISO 9001, it's just recommendation, so it's good to
Exactly.
have. So it's medical device. I think, in my opinion, it's almost the same.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, at the end, it's the same. We have manufacturing some products, and we have to get certified for that and get the CE marking. And yeah, the approach is nearly the same. So one last word, maybe, or advice, maybe to the manufacturer people are listening, because I will call this episode. I was thinking how I call this episode. I call it the good and the bad of the certification body. So just to show maybe attract something. So what would you recommend, or what is the advice that you want to give, maybe to some of the manufacturers? I mean, we had already given some advice, but also to maybe some certification bodies. So
So for manufacturers, as a quality manager, I'm always telling that audit is the fantastic possibilities for improvements, especially if it's external one, because everybody treating it very serious.
yeah,
As a quality manager, I can do whatever I want to improve. Everybody will behave like a whole team, one team. Uh, because if to speak about the internal audits, okay, it's good, but it's not that tough for everybody. So, but if we speak about the external audit, everybody will be doing what is necessary to do. So it's fantastic possibilities for improvement. Uh,
so just maybe one anecdote from what you are saying on the before you go to certification. So I played. I'm guilty of something about that. So I'm sometimes expecting the certification body to come and to audit me and to find an issue. Please find this issue. Here it is. Take it. Because you are sometimes a quality manager and you try to make something move in your company, but the manager is not on the direction. It goes on another way, etc. And he's not pushing for that. He's not helping for that. So you say, you find it, please, this issue, here it is. And sometimes we show the issue and he doesn't find it. I was like, ah. So it's like, please take it so that you make a non-conformity so that I will be able to open a project and then I can improve that situation. And this is something that is, because when you said, oh, for internal, it's easy, etc. But for external, everybody will be moving. Yeah, it's true because mainly if you are showing some issues, then everybody wants to be certified. So at the end, they will solve the issue and try to find that. So yeah, it's why it was interesting when you said that. So yeah, it's true.
Okay, so if to speak about the certification bodies, I think it's absolutely fantastic for them to think about the final customer, not about the money. Money is it's money. Money is good, but they should be responsibilities about the product, about the final customer. If they will change their approach in this regards, I think the certification process will be improved significantly. Again, it's not about to find non-conformities. Again, it's to find conformities, but they have to be passionate with this. I don't know what about.
It's just common sense. It's just the moral. It's just integrity. It's just those small things that are really showing some compassion.
Everybody should think about the final customer. So everything is done because of the final customer compliance. So if everybody will work on this direction, it will be significantly improved. In my opinion. This is the key point, the customer, because for certification body currently, the customer is not the final customer, it's the plant.
Exactly.
The plant paying money.
Exactly, and you have to satisfy your customer, which is the plant who is paying your money. And yeah, it's true that. And as I said, I was working also for manufacturers, so sometimes I get the question from management: who is the less expensive also? Can you find a notified certification body that is not expensive and can come quickly and can audit us and it will not be difficult with us? So it's why when you said, oh yes, give me which product I should check or give me which thing I should check, you have some auditors that are easy and you have some auditors that are really passionate and really trying to find the issues. You have some auditors that are really hard also, that are making things complex or making things difficult when it's really easy also. So you have multiple types of auditors. So the type of auditor will also guide, if I can say, the result of the audit. But yeah, also certification body, they should give some advice or training to say, yes, your final customer, yeah, they are paying the manufacturer, but the final customer is the patient or is the user, if it's a car, or is the one that will buy the product. So those people, or sometimes we talk about kids with those toys. So mainly, everybody that has to get a C marking should prove that the products are safe also for the user. So it's mainly what we have to conclude on this. Okay, so Mark, why people should contact you and how you can help people mainly?
The quality is the world for me. So I like very much to improve. Continuous improvement is. I'm praying for this. Also, I'm praying for savings. It's empowered me. I think if to take all together, it's quality. It's like a religion, in my opinion. So I'm a professional. I'm a fan of my profession. So in case of any questions to me, in general, so I will help to supply with the answers and share my opinions.
No problem. And I will put your LinkedIn on the show notes so people can then directly come follow. So first follow Mark. And then, yeah, if you have any question, don't hesitate to go to him to ask. Maybe he can be helping you to work in terms of your audits or in terms of the preparation for your audits, because yeah, it's something that is really important to be always audit ready, and hoping also that you are again thinking of the final customer, which is the user. Can be my child, or can be my parents, or can be anything. So you have to think also of them as your relatives that will be maybe using this product. So it's really important. And yeah, quality can be a religion in that case. So follow the religion with the things. Okay, Mark, it was really a pleasure. Thank you again for all your expertise and truth also, because you're telling some things that are really true, and I experienced that myself. And I hope this will help a lot of people to understand what's the situation about that, and maybe change a bit the way some certification bodies or some auditors are acting, and helping for that also. So thank you again, Mark, and I wish you a nice day.
It's my pleasure to talk to you. Thanks for your invitation, and thanks for sharing possibilities to share my opinion. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.